For me, it was quite simple because I have an implant on my top right and my lower left. If I didn't, it would mean a full set of dentures. I just couldn't bear the thought. I know that sounds really vain, but no, that was the reason. So I spent a long time researching and having a look at, particularly the risks, and mulling it over. It's quite expensive, so obviously, there's that to consider as well. I mean, if you can afford to do it, then definitely. I mean, for me, it's made such a big difference. I think in your own mind, you probably make it a lot more frightening than it really is, because I was quite surprised. I mean, Martin's brilliant, and I didn't have, during the actual implants themselves, there was very little in the way of discomfort. And afterwards, once the injections had worn off, it was a bit like, the best way for me to describe it is when you have an undergum scrape.
Right.
That's the sort of
tenderness.
Yeah, it's tender, but the next day it was absolutely fine. So it was a couple of paracetamol and that's it. The implants pegs were screwed into my jaw. You then have a little cap, and you allow the skin to heal around the implant. There's no stitches or anything. It is just like having, a break in the skin. And then after a certain amount of time, you come back and you have your actual tooth fitted to that pin. For me, having the dental implants was really important because I'm not old, and I didn't really want to spend, the rest of my days with dentures. So for me, it was quite a big deal, and I'm really pleased that I had it done. It's taken a little bit of getting used to, because obviously your gums and your cheeks and everything are used to not having teeth there. But the fact that I can actually eat my dinner without having sores on my gums and feeling discomfort for not having teeth. So no, absolutely brilliant, best idea. I would definitely recommend having implants to anybody that can afford it. It's not frightening. It's nothing to be worried about. There's as I said, very little discomfort, and it was definitely a worthwhile decision.